皆様ごきげんよう。メイド水木のやねる配信へようこそいらっしゃいました。Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the final day-ish of Study with Mizuki 2023. セラさんごきげんよう。チュンさんごきげんよう。カズタニさんごきげんよう。ルトウィックさん。music. Yes, music. The time tutorial さん。はい。皆様ようこそいらっしゃいました。Thank you all for joining. Wait, is the background music too loud? ちょっと BGM 大きいかな？どうです BGM? Let me know how the background music actually sounds like. ちょっと待ってね。これどうやるんだっけ？これだ。よしよしよしよし。どうでしょう？聞こえますかね？ Hope you can hear it well. はい。ということで、so for those of you who don't know, I am or was hosting this Japanese study challenge called Study with Mizuki 2023. The challenge was that I wanted to challenge a lot of you to try to memorize 1,000 Japanese words in a course of 6 months. I basically had an idea, started it, and so I didn't really have much time to prepare. And so I know that it didn't go as well as you all wanted it to, or I wanted it to, but I'm hoping that this will be the very first one of all times, and I'm hoping that we'll all be able to keep on doing something like this. So anyways, so これ出しとこう. Should probably put this out. Okay. I think it's cute. かわいいからこれせっかくね作ってもらったんでね. I mean, wait. 私始まってますよね? I've started, right? コメントがないだけ? Is it just that I'm not getting comments? I'm just getting scared that I haven't started yet. なんか始まってないかなってちょっと不安になっちゃったんですけど、大丈夫そう？大丈夫そうですね。いやもうね、ちゃんと告知もしてないからそれそうだよなって感じなんですけどね。まあ。Anyway, so, yeah, that was the challenge. I'm hoping again to do something like this a little bit more from now on as well. But as always, I have been doing a few follow-up streams in the past in the course of this past 6 months. And just like how it was going, I'm hoping that we'll be able to go through some of your submissions first. And then once we are done with that, to answer some of your questions. And I also would love to talk a little bit about what I can do to make this better, because I know that, there's a lot. I'm 5 months late. I'm 5 months late to the challenge. ごめん。Yeah, 大丈夫ですよ. It's okay. When I first started this challenge, I think I barely had 1,000 subscribers. そう、このチャレンジ始めた時ね、まだ1000人チャンネル登録者いってなかったんじゃないかな。ギリギリ. Yeah, when I uploaded this video, I didn't have 1,000 subscribers, so I was like a lot more of a smaller VTuber. And sorry, I'm gonna be drinking water. ちょっと待って。喉が声が出ない。If I recall correctly, you already had around 800. Whoa. 800. I mean, 800 is a lot, but I've grown a lot, haven't I? In the past few months. Crazy stuff. But again, it's all thanks to you. So yeah, that's the plan of what's gonna happen today. I thought I took a screenshot of all of it, like all of the submissions, but it's gone, so I don't know. I guess I'll have to try to do a screenshot again. ちょっと待って。Okay, let's see if this will work. Okay. How do I do this? 保存? Oh my gosh, okay, I think I finally figured out how to do it. やっとやり方わかったかも。Okay, yeah. Well, so we'll start off with submissions. Going through submissions. Okay. ということで、submissions やりましょう。Here we go. First of all, yay, we have a random nobody さん。 I wonder who this person is. 誰だろう ?But super cool stuff. In just 1 month via her audiobook and translating some songs from and into Japanese, I got a lot of words. Like a lot of words. Like a lot of words. ということで、Yeah, I can see that you have a lot of words. I don't know if you can see. 見えますかこれ Crazy amount. すごい。And then I couldn't I should have recorded a video, but this is a video. これ動画で it just keeps on going. This person scrolls and the entire video itself is like, how many seconds is it? It's like over 30 seconds. この方すごいんですよ。これなんか見えるかわかんないんですけど、全部ね、全部ゆっくりスクロールしてってくださってる新しく学んだ単語の動画で、まさかのなんですけど、30秒超え。30秒超え。Crazy! It's awesome! So awesome! ということで、A random nobody さん、Thank you so much for joining. Let me quote retweet. ちょっと待って、リツイさせてくださいね。よいしょ。What a word! Okay. Okay, ってことでね。Okay, just retweeted on Twitter. ちょっとね、Twitter でリツイしたんですけど、let me share the link here as well so that those of you who have Twitter can also go and celebrate this person's crazy amount of learning. The journey of learning ということで、いろいろね、面白い単語があるんですよ。難民の祈りとか、令和。There's like 令和。Great words. ということで、again, thank you so very much for your submission. ありがとうございます。Thank you for your submission. では次行こうかな。We have 3 submissions today. よいしょ。And 2 of it is from you, イレッツさん。あともう2つはね、イレッツさんからです。よいしょ。OK。どうぞ。Here we go. やったね。イレッツさん、Thank you. ありがとうございます。本当。It's been long since I last updated my post here on Twitter, not calling it X. I agree, I'm never gonna call it X. Anyway, here's what I did. I haven't touched it from July to September, but I got back at the last week. Didn't learn 1,000 words, but I will still keep learning. 素晴らしい、素晴らしい。Thank you so much. This is awesome. Here's the link. はい、これリンクね。なんですけど、I see a lot of words. Didn't you like even start off with learning kana, like the letters, the alphabets? 最初、ひらがなからね、始められましたもんね。Like, you've come such a long way. Like, such a long way. Dang. So proud of you. This is awesome. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize you have so much more pages. Pages すごい。Okay, I'm gonna retweet so that you all can check on Twitter. Twitter でね、リツイートさせていただきます。Yes, I started with numbers while memorizing hiragana. Oh, wow. Crazy. I would love to know how, like, what kind of growth you have seen in yourself. Like, are you able to understand things better? Is there certain words that you're like, oh, I know that when you're watching anime? I would love to know. Started Okay. There goes the Twitter post. どうぞね、Twitter にね、またリポスト、リツイートかさせていただきました。ありがとうございます。Gosh. I don't know. I personally really love looking at my old notebooks and realizing how much I've done. I hope you feel proud at yourself, as you should. Diosef-san, just dropping by to say hi because I have school. Good luck. Good luck with school. 頑張ってください. While I can easily read hiragana and pick up on certain words while watching anime, I still can't read kanji. It's okay. Kanji will come eventually. Kanji is the hard one. But I'm pretty sure you're doing great, so 素晴らしい. We'll all keep on doing and trying, and I hope that this made you realize that you really have grown a lot. お疲れ様でした。拍手です。パチパチパチパチパチ。素晴らしい。This was awesome. Okay, and then let's go to the last submission. では最後のね、ポストに行こうかなと思います。Okay. So the last post is from イレツさん once more. イレツさんありがとうございます。これいいやつですよね。Is this from 琴の葉の庭? Is that where you picked it up from? I don't know. I just want to share this poem again since it's already the rainy season here in Southeast Asia and because I just want to show off my writing skills. How's my pronunciation? I watched your video. It was great. これ、鳴神のって、万葉集ですよね。少し、君をとどめんだから、万葉集か。ズーカさん、アンニョン I forgot where I got it. I think it was used in 琴の葉の庭, the Garden of Words, I think, from新海誠, the director 新海誠. But yeah, これか。鳴神の少しとよみて差し曇り、雨も降らぬか君をとどめん。鳴神の少しとよみて降らずとも我は止まらん。いもしとどめばですね。難しいですよね。So, this poem is from 万葉集。万葉集っていつですっけ書き元の人物ですよね。万葉集。万葉集 is one of the oldest poems found, poem books in Japan, found in Japan. It is literally the oldest books of poem or 万葉集は和歌 of 和歌. So you know haiku. I think a lot of you know the idea of haiku. 575. You put like 5 letters, 7 letters, 5 letters to make a whole poem. This is 和歌, close to it. 五七か. You're supposed to have 5, 7, 5, 7, 7 words to make this specific rhythm. So yeah. When was this published? 万葉集いつ? It was made from the late 7th century to the late 8th century. There's 20 books total. Yeah, I remember it now. I saw that movie more than a year ago. I should watch it again. It's a beautiful movie, isn't it? I absolutely love it. So yeah, one thing you do want to know, or I want you to know, is that this is extremely old Japanese. Lupe-san, good evening. こんばんは。こんばんは。And so, imagine Shakespeare language, but way older than that. It's like almost like Latin. There's a lot of words that we don't even know what it is. And the grammar is extremely different, alongside with how you read read hiragana. For example, you see how this poem or waka ends with the hiragana mu? That's kind of supposed to be, I think, pronounced as like wa o So instead of saying 鳴神の少しとよみて差し曇り雨も降らぬか君をとどめむ I think the correct pronunciation is 君をとどめむ Well, to be fair, this is an extremely old song. We call it song, actually, more than a poem because of the rhythm that it has. But this song again was written a really long time ago. And so apparently there's a lot of pronunciation or sounds that existed in the ancient Japanese language that doesn't exist anymore. And so there's a lot of words and sounds that we just don't know anymore. Interesting stuff, isn't it? I don't know, I find it interesting, but yeah. But good choice. Good choice, good choice. Do you know what it means? どういう意味かご存知ですか？ I find it interesting as well. Yeah, definitely is. I'm just like reading off of this website because I definitely don't remember those stuff. But apparently it means that I wonder if thunder and lightning would strike. I wonder if clouds would come and rain would drop from the sky because I would like for you to stay here longer. And the other song means even if there's no lightning, even if there's no rain, I would stay here if that is what you would wish for. It's a beautiful love song. Ah, Capsule-san! Thank you. ありがとうございます. Congratulations, Mizuki-san. I wasn't able to be there for your monetization stream, so here's my celebration gift. Well, thank you. ありがとうございます. I mean, I don't know what to say. Green is definitely my color, and so makes me happy, but I hope this is not your dinner money or anything. But thank you. ありがとうございます. Yes, it's a request to stay as it may rain. Yeah, it's such a beautiful song. But yeah, hope you were able to enjoy. Also, this is not about pronunciation, but when you are reading haiku, like Japanese haiku or Japanese waka, those traditional Japanese poems or songs, you want to focus on the rhythm. Again, it's supposed to have very specific number of letters, and so it's really easy to make those rhythms. 鳴神の少し遠見て差し曇り雨も降らぬか君をとどめむ I don't know if you could hear that, but Japanese, one little trick about when you're pronouncing Japanese is to make sure that it's not always like this, but when you're trying to get used to the speed or the pronunciation or the rhythm of Japanese, I think it's really good to try to like really think of each letter as a musical note. Like こんにちは instead of saying こんにちは, you know? I think that's something that a lot of people say, but instead of saying こんにちは, you want to say こんにちは, こんにちは, こんにちは. And that will be the same with all of them. And so try to really treat it like musical notes. And then once you get used to it, you'll be able to sound more natural if that's what you want to accomplish. And so, like, for example, when there's two vowels, like 大きい, 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 it's the same length of sounds. When there's a small tsu in the middle, it's the same. Like, what's a good word with a small tsu? Tissue. 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 Or, what else? Can't really think of anything. I don't know what it is, but I really can't think of anything. But yeah, you want to really think of them as rhythms. And then you'll sound really natural. But either way, you did great! お疲れ様でした. Good job. Okay, let me retweet this. Again, well, thank you so much for all of you for joining. 皆様ね、こちらに参加してくださった皆様本当にありがとうございました。 What can I say? Couldn't have done this without you. So, I guess that kind of really concludes this challenge. Study with Mizuki 2023. Again, I kind of really wanted to do this in a lot more of a longer term, but I already knew that I was going to go into my hiatus in April, and so I had to kind of like end it in 6 months. ありがとうございます。You're so close. ありがとう。ありがとうございます。Your ございます is perfect. ございます完璧です。ございます完璧です。You did perfect on ございます。But yeah, well, that really does conclude this challenge. So, for those of you who joined, I kind of really want to know what you felt about it. Like, I think it's not for everybody, but I personally like to have very specific time goals. You're doing great, Irit-san. And I don't know, I really wanted, I know that I could have done so much better. I was hoping that I would, retweet it every day and like go over this every day and stuff, and I'm hoping to do that next year. But I always think that it's a lot nicer and better when you have other people that you study with. And so, yeah, I want to know what you think was good, and I want to know what you think I can do better. Because, again, I think I want to continue on doing this in the upcoming years as well. 皆さんはどうでしょう？と、feedback. Feedback time. Okay, is there another... text. Okay, here we go. So one of the things I think I want to do is to make it like 3 words a day. I don't know if that will help, but I think this is gonna help a lot more. Or I don't know, what did you think about the idea of trying to learn 1,000 words? That's one of the things I'd like to know. Why is this font not looking like the font that I selected? 待って、これなんかちょっと違う気がする。Okay. Oh, I think I need to... Okay. Okay. Okay, there we go. I was thinking of themes for a certain challenge since I had to come up with my own, like emotions, places, occupations. Then again, we have different interests. Oh no, but that's a good one. I like the tidbit about the rhythm. It's something that doesn't really get taught a lot. That's true. Yeah, I think there's a lot of things that doesn't get taught. I think one of them is definitely the rhythm, and obviously the pitch accent of Japanese is definitely something I feel like gets missed a lot in classroom settings even. Yeah, Japanese can be very rhythmical. Sorry, I'm still looking for a pretty font. Is this better? Okay, that's a little bit better. I don't know if it's better. Maybe I can make it so that people don't have to follow, but provide words. Providing words. And maybe I can try to do that here on YouTube, on Twitter, and also on Instagram. Like, you know how Instagram has Instagram stories? Maybe I can use that feature for this. And then to make it simple, I can just screenshot Twitter and then post it on Instagram on stories, and it might be easier for people, hopefully. Yeah, provide words, provide themes. Also, what did you think about like the follow-up streams? Was it helpful? Did you... Because I know that this year I kind of got to a point that I kind of got a little bit burned out, so like I only could do it once a month at the end. But if I did this again once every 2 weeks, would that be helpful? And maybe I'm hoping to stream a little bit more on Twitch. So I don't know. Do you think like having those follow-up streams or places where you can just come and ask questions help? Oh, also, this is one of the ideas that I had. Do you think having like treats at the end help? Like, I was thinking that maybe next year when I do it, I can kind of almost make it to what's the name for it? Like a giveaway? Giveaway. That's the word for it, right? Giveaway. So, you know, for example, you know how I have sometimes do my Japanese teaching streams? Again, I don't think I'll be able to do that before I go on my hiatus, but I was wondering if, you know, if there's something like I will select one of you from those who has completed the challenge, like one VTuber maybe, one VTuber, one streamer, one fan, and then I'll actually do a stream on the topic of your choice, kind of a thing. You know how some VTubers do this thing where you can like pay a certain amount of money to talk to them? Like, what if I did that in a giveaway kind of a form and do a whole hour of a lesson for those who have finished the challenge and can prove that they've finished the challenge? あ、セラさん、ハロー、ごきげんよう、ようこそ。あ、セラさんのご意見も聞きたい。ちょっとね、今年あんまり、初めての試みだったってことで、あんまりうまくいかなかったっていうか、私がね、いろいろできなかった部分あるんですけど、来年もこの言語学習チャレンジをね、するとしたら、どうです？英語でも同じようなことするってなったら興味あります？チャレンジ的にはね、1年で1000単語新しい単語を覚えようみたいな感じなんですけど、どうでしょう？ But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not for everybody, but you know, 興味ある？あ、本当？だったら、日本語と英語にしようかな。Maybe I can make it into a Japanese and English channel. English challenge. 日本語と英語どっちものチャレンジにするのもありかな。ありかな。And maybe there will be actual giveaways too. Like, maybe I can send stickers? Like physical stickers? But if people will have to be an actual fan of mine in order to even want stickers, I think that's the problem. で、なんかもうちょっとね、盛り上がったらいいなって思ってて、本当にチャレンジをコンプリートした人には、なんか私と通話券じゃないですけど、1時間の教室券、配信はするけどみたいな、教室券あげるとか、なんか、ステッカーかアクスタプレゼントとかどうそういうのどうです？Well, those are the ideas we have so far. Maybe 3 words a day.VRC とかでそれやる。あ、VR チャットか。VR チャットできたら楽しいですけどね。Give them a certificate of completion. Oh, that's a good one. Give certificate of completion. 最後に賞状授与。待って、豪華すぎない VRC はね、ちょっと普通に多分なんか、機材が揃わないんでできないと思うんですけど、I would love to do it on VR chat, but I don't know if that's possible, but yeah. でも、最後に、達成した人には賞状しよう。It will have to be like downloadable ones, though. Downloadable. まあでもダウンロード版ね。本当に実物送るってなったら私のお財布が寒くなっちゃうから。I mean, it has to be a downloadable one in order for my wallet to not be too thin. That's too much burden on you if that's physical. Digital certification sounds nice. Yeah, drawn by sense. Yeah, I think a digital certification is a pretty good idea. VRC は Steam とマイクがあればいけるよ。3D はそう、それなんですよ。3D がね、めちゃくちゃ大変なんですよ。お金かかるからね。So, as long as it has your signature, you want my signature? I need to make a signature. I need to make an autograph, like a cute one. プルガさんごきげんよう。ようこそようこそ。今ですね、来年またね、ちょっとこの言語チャレンジをするにあたって、どうやったらもっと盛り上がるかって話をしてます。A paw print. Oh, a paw print. I love that. With my paw print. With my paw print. With my paw print. 私の肉球付きね。肉球付き症状。よしよしよし。Yeah, paw print. そう。プレガさんがね、参加されるかとかは置いといて、日本語だけじゃなくて英語も参加可能にしたら面白いかなって思ったんですけど、どうですかね。どうせ学生さんだったらやるだろうし。1日3単語新しい単語を勉強するっていうのね。So, it will be called the Japanese Learning Challenge, but then I'll just put it on the subtitles that English submissions are okay too for those who are trying to learn English. いいなぁ。面白いと思うよ。それだと学生もあるけど、社会人の方も、確かに社会人の方でも結構勉強したいって方いらっしゃいますもんね。いいなぁ。そうで、一つの案が、本当に先単語覚えた達成したっていう人の中から私が何人かセレクトして私の日本語教室配信とか英語教室配信にゲストとして招待するみたいな。なんか他の VTuber さん通話券とかあるじゃないですか。あれじゃないですけど私と1時間みっちり教室できる券を付与する。その代わり声が乗るよっていうね。そう、プログラミング言語混ぜてから覚えてこって尺をまあでも覚えたらいいんですよ。Yeah. Those are good. Maybe I can even try to make like YouTube shorts. 3 words a day. Maybe make YouTube shorts. YouTube ショート作る？まあでも毎日になるのか大変だな。So the reason why I said 3 words a day is because if I make it 3 words a day, we can start in like around January, like the second week of January maybe, and then end before Christmas so that people still have time to wind down. Takes a while to edit. Yeah, that's always the thing, isn't it? So, Maria-san, good evening. Hi. We are going through ideas of how to make this Japanese learning challenge more fun. Any ideas? 毎日か仕事的にいけるかなと思ったけど、やることが大事だね。そうですよ。やることが大事。Mr. Yao-san, hi! Do you have any ideas on how to make my Japanese learning challenge more interesting? そう。でも3単語だったらいけそうじゃない？ 3 単語だったら。I mean, if it's 3 words a day, I don't know. I feel like that's manageable. Isn't it? I don't know. No? what would make you want to actually join? What would make it so that people, or it doesn't have to be just you, what do you think would make people more motivated to learn Japanese? Because I know that there's a lot of people, but I feel like a lot of people just don't have the motivation, or not the motivation. I think a lot of people just don't know where to start. Or maybe I just have to like place an ad. I think it is. Is it? だといいな。But select a few people, YouTubers, streamers, and fans, and give them a whole Japanese class. I don't know if that English is Englishing. Teresa, hello, welcome. We're brainstorming ideas of how to make my Japanese learning challenge more entertaining and fun. That's a good question. Yeah. So some of the ideas were to make like give out certificate of completions. My idea was to maybe give away like physical stickers, but I don't know about that, cause yeah. But for those who are actually my fans, I was thinking that maybe if I make it in a way that they can actually talk to me on stream. I don't know if that will work, but yeah, I think one of the really good ideas was to provide actual words and themes. Honestly, just a straight up PowerPoint lesson would be fine. PowerPoint lessons. Yeah. PowerPoint lessons. I mean, 1,000 words is not gonna be that hard for me. 1000単語私がセレクトするのはどうにかなる気がするんですよね。YouTube ショートのテンプレート作っちゃえば毎日投稿はできるだろうから、I mean, all I need really is to make a YouTube template, like a YouTube Shorts template. So, and I can maybe just ask people to help me edit, and so I don't know. I would sign up for PowerPoint lessons in a heartbeat. Okay, so what do you want those like PowerPoint lessons to be like though? Like, I mean, what if I mean, cause I don't know if you have seen my grammar videos, something like that, or maybe would it be possible if I used my videos, for example, on Twitch and teach from there? Would that help? And also, I'm new vocabulary and used in a sentence. Okay. Maybe I can do that. 3 words a day. Provide 3 words a day. By words and sentences. YouTube ショート作って。What is, I know that I've heard from a lot of people that finding example sentences is actually hard when you're trying to learn a new word. So do you think just having like example sentences would help out? Yes. Okay, cool. So, I mean, starting next year, I am going to get a better, I'm switching jobs and I'm going to get a more flexible job, like time-wise. And so I think there'll be days that I'll be able to stream in the morning for those who, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that I've never really met due to the time zone differences. So I'm hoping that maybe, I don't know, hopefully that would help. What do you think about the YouTube Shorts idea? Like posting one YouTube Shorts every day with 3 words, providing 3 words and 3 example sentences in Japanese and in English. Oh, and then it can be both Japanese and English lessons. あ、今なんとなく思いついたのが YouTube ショーツ毎日投稿なんですけど、3単語アップロードして、3単語毎日紹介する YouTube ショーツ作って、例文も一緒に載せるみたいな。Yes, please. That's how I found your channel. I was looking for sample sentences. Oh, really? Okay. Ooh. I am in the process of making a script of adjectives, 120 adjectives with example sentences. But I don't know when it will come out. Slowly getting there. Okay, 3 words a day. If that's the case, I should probably start preparing, huh? もしこれするとしたら、でもちゃんと準備始めた方がいいですわよね、きっとね。YouTube sure sounds good, but how many words is the goal? So the goal is still 1,000 words in a year. Goal. Or I don't know. I think this is the goal that I think would work. Mainly because of the number of words that exists in the Japanese language that actually gets used in daily life. In a year. Yeah. 日本語日常会話単語数 So, it is said that there's about 30 to 40,000 Japanese words that actually gets used in everyday life. The simple ones are somewhere between 1,000 and 1,300, it says. But so, I don't know, I think this idea is better. There's obviously a lot more other goals that people have, but then I feel like this might be more of a goal that everybody can have at the same time. Yeah. That sounds... Is this feasible? Feasible? Feasible っていうの? Feasible. English is hard. Okay. だったらこんな感じかな? Maybe I can start from here. Make it Japanese and English. Good thing is that whenever I ask to make those like thumbnails and stuff, I ask for a very specific way so that I can reuse it as a template. So I don't think making another video is gonna be hard. Ah, this is a thing. Oh shoot, I forgot about it. Last year when I made this challenge, or I mean this year when I made this challenge, I actually put on a Google ad because the worst thing that could happen is for this challenge to not have people participate in it. But do you know what is going on with like Google and stuff? I heard that now people were like warning VTubers about it. Like if you put on an ad, now like it shows your actual name, like human name and stuff, and also your address. So I can't place an ad anymore. やらかした。これね、私ね、去年このチャレンジャー去年じゃない、今年か。このチャレンジャー始めた時広告打ったんですよ。でもご存知皆様、今広告出したら広告出した人の本名と住所が知れ渡るみたいな。Wait, what? Yeah, it's understandable. I think it is so that people won't buy any like, for example, any not illegal but medicine that is not legally licensed and stuff, so that people can actually go to the source. But yeah, it's really easy for people to. I think it's a new feature. It is so against the whole VTubing thing. It's crazy. ツイッターでありましたね。そう。やばいな。そうなんですよ。ツイッターであったんですよ。I might just have to really ask all of you to retweet it like crazy. Snap. That's something I wasn't expecting. やばいな。でも、今年の始まりからは、チャンネル登録者も3倍くらいに増えてるし、4倍くらいか。I mean, I now have like about 4 times the amount of subscribers on my channel, so hopefully it will work. Oh gosh, oh wow, that's not something I was expecting having to think about. Trick is to register a company to go through. And then like there's gonna be a lot of tax stuff that I'll have to go through. Snap! Really wasn't expecting that. そうだったな。また考えることにしましょう。Well, that's something I'll have to think about later on. That is something I'll have to think about later on. しょうがない。Oh well, what can I do? What can I say? So much. You know, one of the things that I wish was to have like at least 72 hours a day. 1日に72時間あればね、全部解決するんですけどね。ダリオさん、hello, hi. Hi. We were just like talking about what to do in order to have people more interested in the Japanese learning challenge. Let me know if you have any ideas. In similar news, I hope invoice system privacy issue won't be affecting you. Oh my gosh, that's actually going to be really hard, isn't it? Thankfully, I'm not making enough as a VTuber that I'll have to pay tax at all this year. Yay. Basically because I just started and I only have like, 2 months left, and so I'm not going to be hitting that limit. But next year, I might have to register. I don't have to register, but I might have to register as a proprietorship thing. I don't know. Taxes is fine. Private information is not. Tripling that hour per day. Double should be more than enough. Double is not enough. There's so much stuff. I'll be thinking. Thank you. Yeah, 1,000 words in a year. Some of the days I'll go through really hard words, some of the days I'll go through easy words. And if I start now, maybe I can just think of a template and just start making so that I don't have to go through too much. I'm not condoning the tax evasion. Wait. But I'm not. No. Tax. Well, you'll have to pay taxes. I'll pay taxes if I have to, but yeah. The invoice is really tough. I think the hardest thing is like especially when you want to commission people or sell merchandise. So far it's okay, because well, it's only gonna cost you more because I'll have to go through some systems, but when I release merch and if you want my merch, but I didn't know that you knew about invoice too outside of Japan. It's really tough, isn't it? I just hope that a lot of animators and mangakas and voice actors won't decide to close off their business. That's the scariest thing. And I think a lot of people don't realize how scary it can be to have yourself up there on the internet and like on media. Crazy amount of death threats I've heard. So crazy. So merchandise, Pong. Merchandise. Interested? Yeah. Okay, wait. Before I forget, let me copy paste this. ちょっとこれコピペしよう。I'm gonna copy paste this. I'm gonna make a new document. Study with Mizuki 2024. It's gonna be 2024. もう私もう2024年の話してる。But I mean, did you all realize that there's only like 3 months left until this year ends? でも言うてあと3ヶ月しかないんですよね、今年が終わるまでね。やばいですわよ。I don't know how that has happened, but what can we say? What can we say? But okay, I think I've got a good amount of ideas. まあでも結構ないい感じのね、アイデアはできたかなって思います。Soon 2024, I know soon. Pretty soon. It's gonna be pretty soon. How can it happen so soon? It's crazy. なんでこんなすぐ来ちゃうんだろう。But yeah, so next year when I host this challenge, let's calculate really quick. 曜日から曜日まで、曜日じゃない、日付か。日付計算。日付計算。No, time is moving too fast. I agree. The passage of time is a constant yet also surprising. It is very surprising. Okay. 西暦2024年。Let's calculate. I want to make this into almost a whole year challenge so that there will be more time for people to work on. Just say that you skipped a whole week and the only thing you'll have to do is to memorize 21 words, and that shouldn't be as bad, right? People who actively participate/complete the challenge might be able to join a celebration party with games and stuff stream. Oh yeah. With games. But then I don't think everybody has, you know, like what kind of games can it be? It should maybe a secret celebration stream or something? Can I do that? See, secret celebration stream? You have a lot of time to think about it. Yeah, but, well, not much, because I'll have to post a video explaining about it before it starts, so... 1月の10日ぐらい計算 Okay, I need 333 days. So, what if I... when should I end? Maybe like December 15th so that it doesn't affect Christmas? So, Absa-Coder-san, hi, Jackbox games are always a good time if that's as popular in Japan as it is over here. What is Jackbox games? Oh, なんかあれか。ゲーム対戦みたいな感じのね。I mean, it can be. Yeah, it could be a surprise. It can be a surprise. It can be like a special stream where I answer any questions. Like a special class? I don't know, but I'll think about it. What if I start on... Because I feel like it's nice when you are like... I think it's pretty nice to start at the beginning of the year because then I think a lot of people are already wanting to start, you know? And so what if I start on January 15th? That's kind of like such an awkward time. 難しいな、計算が。January 15th to December 13th? No, that's so awkward. Gotta make use of the Kahoot subscription. You're right. Maybe it will be a surprise Kahoot stream. The subscription is going to expire before then though. Sad day. Definitely have to use it. 終了日を14にする。Okay. Maybe start on April 1st to coincide with the start of the Japanese school year. That's what I thought, but then if I started on April 1st, it's gonna... So far, my idea is 3 words a day. If we start on... ちょっと待って。If we start on April 1st... April 1st. April 1st. Even if we went all the way to December 31st, we only have 274 days, and that would conclude in people having to learn like 5 words a day or 4. Yeah, make them feel like a Japanese student. Not a bad idea. Yeah, it's not a bad idea, but it's about the time that we have. 日数を200にするか。What if we made it into 200 days instead of 333 days, and then that would be 5 words a day. But I don't know, what do you think about 5 words a day? If it's 5 words a day, I definitely won't be able to... I will definitely not be able to make YouTube shorts. And also, Japanese school year actually starts on April 2nd. Did you know? It's not April 1st. It's April 2nd. And then that will be 200 days. October 19th. October 19th. Okay, so one of the ideas, it can, if you all want 3 words a day, we can start from January 16th and go all the way to December 14th. If you want to do 5 words a day, we can start at like April 2nd to again go with the Japanese school year all the way to October 19th. And then that will be 200 days. The first one will be 333 days. The second option is 200 days. So it doesn't have to finish within a year. Kind of has to. It kind of has to. Because I'm hoping that this will be a yearly thing. I want it to be a yearly thing. So how about if we do 4 words a day? What is 1000 divided by 4? That's 250, isn't it? 250? 250で計算してみましょうか。That would be 250. Okay, another option is to have 4 words a day and start on April 2nd and finish on December 8th. In my country, we start school in March. In March, really? Oh, interesting. Everyone starts school in different times. Okay. So these are the options. これオプションね。To when to start and when to end. What do you think is the most realistic? 一番現実的なのどれでしょう？ Let me take a poll. How do I take a poll? これどうやるんだっけOK、アンケートを開始。アンケート What days would you like most? And then I'm gonna take a poll. よし。選択肢を追加。OK! Started a poll. I mean, this is obviously... Oops. wait, where did the... 待って、ドキュメント。ちょっと... Okay, there we go. Which one would you like the most? どれがいいですか? Ooh, 5 words a day is definitely not popular so far. With 4 words a day, you can make shorts, and 5 makes it difficult for you, right? Kinda, yeah, that's true. 4 is, I think, manageable. 5 is kinda hard. 確かに、毎日5単語だったら YouTube ショーツ作んないな。3か4だったらギリギリ作るかも。I mean, this is more about like, you know, me putting things into consideration, so... Yeah, 3 so you can have breathing room. Thank you. Thank you. Well, actually 4 might be better for me because... If I did 3 words a day, I'll have to make 333 YouTube shorts, but if it's 4 words a day, I only need to make 250. But 5 words a day, I think it's not gonna fit in the 60 seconds of YouTube shorts, so... 3 words a day might feel slow for some people, but it's more manageable. That's true. That's kind of true. I think when people are, you know, when they're beginners, 3 words a day might feel a lot more easier because you're just going through really basic words. But then maybe it might sound like something people would want to do when they're more advanced. Actually thinking about it, maybe I should have picked 4. Interesting. To be entirely fair, I wanted to say 5 because I think I can manage that somewhat handily, but I had to think about everyone else's ability or access to other sources. True. And I think it really depends on who you are, too. If you're a student, if you are an adult working full-time, if you have family, if you're a VTuber yourself, I think it really depends. So 5 actually might be a little bit tough. Especially knowing how content creation can take up a lot of time. So yeah, it's really interesting. I mean, I know there's not like a lot of people here. So, well, to me, there's a lot of you. But we got 12. We got 12 votes so far, and 3 words a day and 4 words a day is 50-50. If that's the case, I might just do 4 words a day, because if I start in January, it will mean that I'm, you know, still on my hiatus, and I'll have to start preparing a lot sooner, like now. But if it's 4 words a day, I will still have like almost 2 months to prepare even after I come back, so... Which one is less work for you? 4 words a day. Okay, decided. I think we're gonna go with 4 words a day. 毎日4個にしましょう. Okay. And then it should give you enough time to rest. And 4 work it is. Yes, 4 work it is. Yep. So I voted 3, but I'm okay with 4. Okay, thank you. What about kanji sensei? Maybe a separate challenge to kanji a day? Kanji is a hard one. Kanji is a hard one because... Okay, can I rant a little bit about kanji? And how a lot of textbooks and stuff teach you kanji? I'm gonna close the poll. Thank you so much for voting. アンケート終了します。よし。Do it. Yes. So the reason why kanji is really hard is because again the way that we Japanese people learn kanji and the way textbooks like Japanese learning textbooks teach you kanji is extremely different. So you've been putting yourself in over your head by day 75. Maybe, who knows? So, I mean, I feel like Japanese as a language has gained so much more popularity in just the past few years even. I feel like, yes, it has become more popular because of anime and manga and stuff, but then I think more popularity started to be shown during COVID, and because of how people were in lockdowns, people didn't really have much option of what to watch on Netflix. I really feel like that has been the case when it comes to the Japanese language. And so you have to understand how and why these Japanese textbooks out there were created. They were really made for people who wanted to come to Japan to work when the Japanese economy was better. You know, manga has gotten a lot bigger. I know, by the way. Hi, Alex-san. Thank you for coming yesterday, too. You were there yesterday, too, right? Thank you. But, yeah. And so, those Japanese textbooks, they will start teaching you. The kanji that they would teach are kanji that is more often used or seen in everyday life, which isn't bad, obviously. But then, how we Japanese kids learn, when we learn kanji in elementary school, we learn from easy ones with like easier strokes. I know that I know this is not the first time that I'm touching on this topic, but yeah, that's the thing. The characters originated from China and each character has a meaning. Originally, they were like hieroglyphics, but as they modernized, they appeared less wavy and more straight. Yes, exactly. Some manga, anime, and games are partially censored or not sold outside Japan, so I have to learn Japanese. I know. I've heard a lot of things about it. Some of them are really interesting how people censor it, I feel like. But yeah. And that's the thing too. You know how, again, kanji is the Chinese characters, but it has been in Japan for over a millennia, so that's why there's a lot of like kanji that was made in Japan as well. But the most difficult thing about kanji that is used in Japan is that there's so many different ways of reading. So just learning kanji is not gonna take you anywhere whatsoever. The reason why we Japanese people learn kanji better is because we already have a huge pool of vocabulary before we even start learning kanji. And so we already know how to write it in hiragana, we already know how to read it in hiragana. So it's going to be so much easier for us to just adapt the kanji into the hiragana and just make those connections, you know? Make the connections between hiragana and katakana, the meaning of the word and the kanji and stuff. But then when you start learning kanji, when your vocabulary pool isn't fully, you know, there, you're gonna, like, I feel like, I'm not saying that you don't want to learn kanji. Yes, I think it's important to start learning kanji whenever you want to, but you just can't learn kanji. I think that's the thing. You just can't learn kanji. You have to learn the vocabulary alongside with it, or otherwise it's gonna be really hard. Is it faster to learn Japanese to keep up with the latest release, or wait until the English release? Well, I think it's up to you when it comes to that. I think it's up to the person. Can you wait? If not, might be faster to just start learning Japanese. This definitely applies to Japanese to a certain degree, but a Chinese needs to study thousands of characters just to have a conversation. Yeah, well, not conversation. You always have to remember that speech and written language is very different. There's so many languages in the world that doesn't have a written system, and that's because languages can function without the written system. It's just that when you want to communicate or read and write, that's when the writing system has to come in. Turns out I picked the first one. Yay! First one! Yep. We only get a few manga and anime compared to how much there is of it. Yeah, I mean, I heard that there's a lot of people who wants to learn Japanese because of all the, like, you know, not amateur, but non-corporate mangakas that, like, posts on Twitter and stuff, and I totally get that. Kanji also helps things to be less ambiguous. I guess that's true, too. Not to mention, it is beneficial to learn kanji since it will help save space. It does help space a lot, save space a lot. I learned this while writing numbers in Japanese. What I'm hearing is that because you learn to listen before you learn to read, you learn how to read kanji before you learn how to write and use kanji. Is that a fair summary? Not exactly. Okay, in Japanese, we have the steps usually. Not everybody follows this, but you obviously learn how to listen and speak first, right? That's how a toddler starts. The second step is usually hiragana. Once you get hiragana, Japanese kids usually move on to katakana. This is not really done in elementary schools. This can be done in just individual houses. There's a lot of picture books that kids read and stuff. But generally, in Japan, when you enter elementary school, you will start your Japanese classes or just education in general by learning how to write hiragana and katakana. That's the very first thing. And obviously like Roman numbers, Roman numerals. But usually at that point, most of the kids already know how to read and write hiragana and katakana. But once you're done with that process, that's when kanji starts. And one of the very first kanjis that we learn are like numbers. If you know how numbers are written in Japanese and kanji, you know how easy they are, right? So that's where we start. And then we start by learning really easy kanji. When I say easy kanji, it doesn't mean that it's kanji that is used more often in daily life. I mean kanji that are so simple to write, you can find them in other parts of kanji. Wait, let me explain it better. This is not feedback time anymore. This is more like teaching time. Konbanwa. Okay, I know that's really bad. I don't even know how to read it. I'm so sorry. Chinese grammar is different. Chinese grammar and Japanese grammar is different. Yes, very different. Another reason why there's a lot of difference is because Japanese already had our spoken language before we were taught the Chinese way of writing. And again, this happened like thousands of years ago, and so it's really, really different. So radicals, yes, radicals. That was cute, sensei. I tried, but I know that was not the right pronunciation. Waza-san,ごきげんよう. Hi. Wait, let me go to the bathroom really quick if that's okay. And when I come back, I'll teach you a little bit more about kanji. ちょっとすいません。お手洗い行ってきます。And I'm gonna go get some more water too. Again, when I come back, let's talk about kanji, okay? I'll see you soon. I'm back. Did you get an ad? You have to get used to it. そう、配信中にね、なんか広告を流すっていうね、とんでもない裏技を学んじゃったんでね。You have to get used to it. あ、ただいまです。あ、武士の話ですか？そうそう、武士の話ですよ。多分ね、他の中華圏も一緒ですよね。Support your streamer. Watch the ass. Thank you. Watch the ass. As long as it occurs during breaks, I can get used to it. Thank you. 広告流した、そう、広告流したんですよ。1と、木とかにしようかな。Okay, so yeah, let's talk about radicals. So I think Haki-san can testify to this, right? Because I'm pretty sure this is how you learned kanji as well. I'm pretty sure like all the kanji using countries go through this in a similar way. マジで流れてこう。本当に YouTube プレミアム入ってます？ So I guess I don't ads in my country. Wait, really? There's differences? I think it's a hit and a miss. I think it's a hit and miss. 入ってない。いや、まあだったらね、入ってないのは、入ってなくても広告流れないのはね、イライラしなくていいでしょってことにしときましょう。OK。人にしとこうかな、人。とかの。でもなんか火の方がやっぱやりやすいな。OK。So, let's talk about these. Let's talk about these. 明朝体にしたいな。明朝体になるこれ。明朝体になった。OK, good. This is in 明朝体。よしよし。Yes, everything says it's right. やったやった。Maybe it shows while watching VODs. No, I think it. Well, no. There's this button that I can actually make you watch some ads during my stream. From now on, every time I go to the bathroom, I'm gonna press that button. But okay, let's talk about simple kanji. Okay, who knows how to read these kanji in the Japanese way? はい、これ日本語で何て読みますか？一目散。一目散？散じゃないんですけど。おい、日本人。違うぞ、違うぞ。一目何はい。一、き、ひ。はい、そうです。そうです。はい、やっ。まあ、一目散もね、楽しいですけどね。1、数僕日。もう難しいやつになっちゃってる。難しいやつになってる。そう。Let's put it in the Japanese way of reading. ちょっとあれ、訓読みでいきます、訓読みで。音読みだとめんどくさいことになるから。So again, as you know, there's obviously so much more ways of reading these kanji. But for example, these are one of the most basic kanji that we learn in elementary school first grade when we start learning kanji. 1はもう確実に小学校1年生で最初に習う漢字ですよね。I am extremely certain, I'm pretty certain that 1, not 1, the very first kanji is the very first kanji that we all learn in elementary school first grade when we start learning kanji. Why? Because it's simple. The middle one, the middle kanji is ki. はい、repeat after me. Ki. ちゃんと言った？はい。Ki means tree. The last kanji is He means day. So from the left, 1 tree day or 1 tree sun. So he can mean, this kanji itself can mean sun, it can mean day, it can have many different meanings. But so he moku nichi,人月の人は言うけど、火だけは言う。言う？もう難しいな。漢字難しいな。よし。1が武士の漢字ってありますっけ？あるんですけど、何があるかな？ 1、武士。石が武士の漢字。 たくさんある。Okay. So, for example, there's many kanji that uses the first kanji 1 as a part of it. For example, 2. This is 2. That means 2. 暗い。でもなんかそれ人弁が近くね。わかんなくなってきた。もうなんか私もね言うて漢字苦手なんでね。So, for example, these kanji. These are the really easy ones. But yeah, exactly. Number 2, number 3. These uses the one kanji as a radical. Radical is a word for different parts of the kanji. You can probably tell that this is a combination of the one kanji and something else. So that's what radicals are. 奇変、はい、ちょっと奇変の漢字いきましょう。奇変、なんかな、学校の方ね。This is a kanji that is usually pronounced こう。ちょっと待って、奇変の漢字なんだっけなんも思いつかない。奇変の漢字。林とかあるじゃん。なんでこんな簡単なの？林。Okay, these are easy ones. Okay, 本。本もね、確かに。突然難しいの出てきた。そう。Wait, let me just change this into 本 because I think that's easier. これ本にしときます。本の方が簡単だから。見た目わかりやすいかも。森もですね。そう。But, do you see the first kanji, 本 means books, or it can also mean true or real. The second kanji is hayashi. Hayashi means bushes. So do you see that these two kanji uses the same original kanji or the radical ki? Do you see that? 本当の本ね。And then, let's move on to ひ。はい、次、ひは何かな？日本。日本ね。日本。日本 is because it's the country of the rising sun, the land of the rising sun, right? そう。But that's different. Which one's different? ひがプッシュの漢字。9あるな。9。9。There's kanji like 9 or 早い。Okay, I need more space. ちょっと早尾になってる。早い。よし。So that's 元。Yeah, so 本 can also be pronounced 元 as well. But so for example, ひ can be a part of different kanjis like 9 that means old or previous, or 早い that means early. 早い it's an e adjective. And so again in Japan, when we start learning kanji, we start by learning the original or the easier ones. That's what I mean by easier ones. But let's look at, for example, JLPT N5 kanji. Well, N5 is honestly, it usually has easier ones, but still, some of them are a lot more difficult. So far, so good. 今のとこ大丈夫. Again, these are kind of the type of the kanji that we would learn in Japan when we are in our elementary school years. First year of elementary school. But then, I'm looking at the list of kanji that you're supposed to learn in for JLPTN 5. There's kanji like this. あと、突然画数のがめちゃくちゃ多い。東。とか、他になんか難しいやつ。自 動販売機。なんで突然自動販売機そうそう。How is that N5? I know, right? But although N5 does focus on more simple kanji than other ones, these are some of the more difficult kanji that you'll see in JLPT N5. Again, the reason why is because JLPT, the original Japanese language textbooks, were meant to be taught to those who wanted to come to Japan instantly in order to work in Japan or study in Japan. The history of Japanese language learning is not that old. It's only been around a few decades. It's not like English where everybody wanted to learn English. Japanese was never that language. And so those kanji are taught in a lot of very basic Japanese textbooks because those are the kanji that you will encounter a lot more in everyday life. But do you know what I mean by it's gonna be really, really hard? あ、先生、我睡魔に襲撃。おやすみなさいませ。もう結構ね、時間が遅いから。そう。And so this is what I mean by kanji is pretty hard. Like I am planning on one day making kanji materials. I feel like I can only do those stuff when when only I can support myself doing this, just content creating, because I just need a lot of time. But yeah. And so this is the reason why I say, like, you know, kanji is extremely difficult to tackle, especially when you're going through just like Duolingo or apps that is based off on many Japanese learning textbooks. Because they do more of like a top-down method in a way. Not really, but yeah. When I see those, I really need to rely on mnemonics to remember these. Ooh, I remember it took all the way until my third semester before the textbook taught us chikara, despite having covered otoko, benkyou no ben, and ugoku. But yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about. The textbooks, they're not gonna teach you the easier ones first. They're just gonna teach you the ones that you are supposed to know in order to navigate yourself in Japan, because that's the idea, that was the original goal for Japanese language learning for a lot of people. And again, you can't forget the fact that for us Japanese kids, we have 12 whole years of learning kanji. 6 years of elementary school, 3 years of junior high school, 3 years of high school. And you can't just, you know, especially when you are trying to come into Japan and work right away, you can't just have that 12 years of education in like a short period of time, right? And so that's why people, textbooks, they focus only on the ones, or they start focusing on the ones that is more often used in everyday life. So honestly, time, cardinal directions, and basic actions are you starter words for a lot of languages. Yeah. I guess it's based on frequency of usage too. Yes, definitely. Because I mean, like in real life, who's gonna use the word key, tree? Like, what are you gonna say? Look at that tree outside, it's so pretty. Who says that in real life, you know? So, show is so hard to write neatly too. So many type parallel lines. Yeah. But that's another thing, especially when you want to get better in handwriting. It's so much easier to start off the Japanese elementary school system way, because you're gonna already get used to, you're already used to writing like kanji with fewer strokes, so it's gonna be a lot easier for you to get the balance right. Can't speed run, exactly. So how do you differentiate between the katakana ka and chikara? Context, that's how. なるほど、そうなるほど。But they're really different. So really, I'll tell you how we do it. 力と力。カタカナね。Okay. The top one is the kanji chikara, the bottom one is the katakana chikara. Do you see the difference in size? That is basically how we distinguish it. If any of you are working on getting better handwriting in Japanese, the easiest thing that you can do is to try to write kanji in a bigger way. Kanji is bigger than hiragana and katakana. Hiragana and katakana are smaller. As long as you follow those rules, things are gonna feel a lot more easier. It's gonna look a lot more balanced, and that's how we also distinguish which one it is. Like, that's how I was able to distinguish, looking at the chat, which one was which. So taps forehead. Don't have to think about stroke order if you're really on typing. True. But if you really want to get good at handwriting, stroke order is necessary. Important. Also, the tail is different. I forgot the name. The tail actually isn't different. This is only different because it's a font. In reality, there's not much of a difference. I know. Crazy, isn't it? That's why when you are practicing handwriting, you do not want to just copy the things off of the internet. You actually want to get like hiragana, katakana, kanji worksheets. There's free ones out there. Just get your hands on those and do not copy the fonts. So chikara or time tutorial-san, the first one is the kanji, the second one is the katakana. Oh, I know, right? But yeah. That's what it is. That's what it is. But thanks for asking. So yeah, that's again the reason why I keep on saying that kanji is really hard to teach, because which method am I supposed to follow, you know? I personally really do believe in the Japanese elementary school system way, because it just makes it so much easier, but nobody really has that much of a time at the same time. So that's the hard ones. That's the hard part. Okay. Good question though. Anybody has any other questions? 他に何か質問ありますか? Yeah. Japanese handwriting is hard. If not, I'm gonna go to bed. 何かも質問なかったら私はねんねのお時間でございます。Going to bed. Going to bed. だってもう眠いもん。Side effect of learning kanji is me improving in Korean vocab, even though we use Chinese characters very rarely. No, but I totally get that. I mean, you probably have already realized the amount of similarities, right? Similar words? Probably not similarities, but similar words, similar vocabulary. Yeah, there's a lot. And again, the reason why is because, yeah, Chinese, Japanese, and Korean are three siblings. More of like Korean and Japanese is like adopted kids of Chinese. Yeah. Shakes hand. I know. I wish we could just shake hands and become better friends, but well, what can we say? But I heard that there's a lot more similarities between Japanese, Korean, and Cantonese, because Cantonese is closer to the traditional Chinese language. Yep, I love this classroom experience. I know I haven't done this in a while, but I was supposed to do this like every 2 weeks. So I don't want you to go. I like when you're around. Wada wada. I also find it interesting learning from you. Yay! Learning with you. Yay! Thank you. I'll try to become a better teacher. But yeah, anyways, today is the final day of me doing this kind of a stream this year. Yeah, I should have maybe like announced that so that more people would come join. I heard ancient Japanese conversation and it sounds like a Chinese dialect. I know, it's so different, isn't it? We always talk about how there's a lot of words and like sounds that were not taken away, but just like dissolved and went extinct in the Japanese language. So what is that face? 何その顔? This face. What is that supposed to mean? 何どういうこと? Yeah, you didn't know this is the last one. Shock. It's shock. Oh, that's shock. That's cute. Yeah, cause I have like 8 days left. Tomorrow, the day after, Thursday I'm always busy. Friday, Saturday, Monday, and next Tuesday will be my last stream. And so 6 days left, everybody. So あと6日ですわよ. So I'm speaking ancient Japanese without knowing. I'm air fluent. You're kind of fluent. So surprise shock. So 残り6日ですわよ、私. 8 days left. I thought you were going to live more. I know. I thought that I was gonna live more, but apparently not. So あんま時間ないですわよ. We really don't have much time left. Surprise, surprise. Sad. But yeah. Next year. Okay. How many of you wants to learn 1000 Japanese words next year? 8 days till sensei touches grass. Yeah, kinda. Who wants to learn Japanese words in the year 2024? Yes. Me. Not me. よし、アンケート開始。Let's go. はい。I'm at 350 words, so 1000 more. That shouldn't hurt. That shouldn't hurt. Me. There's only 6. There's only 6 votes when I know that there's 17 of you here. 17人いるって分かってますわよ。I want to learn 4,000. 4,000 is actually pretty good. Yeah. Do you want to know something very, very shocking? Apparently, Japanese kids around the age of 6 years old knows an average of 30,000 to 50,000 Japanese words already. I was really shocked when I heard that. I was like, wait, what? Though I feel like I have already learned a bunch from Wanikani. I heard a lot about Wanikani. Another shock face. I learned that that's a shock face. I wonder how many of these 1000 words I learned I will have already seen and should already committed to memory. The 1000 words that I will be providing is just going to be an option, okay? Is that due to mixing and matching kanji? No, even without, because usually kids around the age of 6 years old doesn't really know kanji. So it's just purely from conversation usually. And maybe picture books. I have to redeem myself for not committing to this round. I know, just kidding, it's okay. But next year, cause do you remember what I'm gonna do? I will hopefully prepare YouTube shorts, 250 of them. I will hope that I can do a giveaway for those who have actually completed a challenge. Maybe do stickers or something. I will commission somebody to create a pretty certificate of completion so that those who have completed it will be able to download it. And I am going to select a few people who have completed it, and I'm gonna have you on stream. So maybe one of you here on chat is going to be on stream and will be talking to me for an hour straight. And hopefully that will be enough. That will be I don't know if that will be enough, but I'm hoping that will be enough motivation for you. So it will be funny if you had a gangimari face. Gangimari? Thank God I learned English words only 20 plus alphabet. Yeah, I mean, Japanese isn't that bad. There's only 42, 43. So 26 letters, like 200 ways of pronouncing them. Yeah, well, there's a lot more. English to me is a lot harder than Japanese, so I don't know about that. よくできました. Well, similarly, did I come in late, but I wrote down as I put it a lot of words. Like a lot of words. Like a lot of... Wait, was that you? Is that you, absent quarter-san? That tweet? You know what would be good? A guide on where should one learn? I would say honestly, just follow JLPT N5, really. If you don't know where to start, I genuinely think you should just start from JLPT N5 words. Passing JLPT does not obviously make you fluent in Japanese, but following what people have already laid down for you, this is perfect. That's one thing people don't understand about the beauty of step tests, language step tests. People have already laid down the most basic words that you're supposed to learn, and also the most basic grammar. If you don't know where to start, just start from JLPT N5, really. It's gonna change your life. I promise you, it's gonna be really good. So, yes, English has a lot of craziness in it. I will study every day 10 hours. If 4 words a day is taking you 10 hours, I will be a little bit concerned. Just kidding. Yeah, that was me. That's you? Well, now I know who you are. Haha. I was wondering who that was. I really was wondering. Yeah. Since it's now late and Southeast Asia and I have work, I have to go now. Mizuki sensei と皆さんこんばんは。こんばんはじゃない。さよなら。こんばんは means like hi. So bye. さよなら。The JLPT kanji list is gonna change your life. Clear your skin and water your crops in Stardew Valley. The JLPT kanji list might not be the best, but vocabulary list, yes, start with JLPT. No 10 hours, so I can be here on stream with you. Yeah, that might be a good idea. アンケート終了する。Oh, I got 16 votes. Yay! Me is 100%. I'm hoping to see you on there next year. そう、日本語上手ですね。ありがとうございます。そう、日本語上手ってよく言われます。I get that a lot. A lot of people say that I'm 日本語上手よ。はい。ってことでね、well, I guess, it's about time that I should go to bed too. It's almost 12 o'clock. そろそろね、12時なので私もそろそろ寝ようかなと思います。イエイ。But yeah, keep your eyes out. Yeah, who knows? I don't know. I really want to make the Spy Family videos because Spy Family is the new season is starting in like 5 days. Can you believe that? I just don't know if I'll have enough time, so we'll see. ってことでね, basically, I will see you in Study with Mizuki 2024. For those of you who are more interested in learning and not games and stuff, I guess. マイナさん先生こんばんは。挨拶だけ来ました。ありがとうございます。なんてパーフェクトなタイミング。今からさようならの挨拶をするところです。はい。ではね、今日は以上かな。I guess that'll be it for today. I'll do something tomorrow. I think I will stream tomorrow. I will announce it on Twitter. 明日ね。So, One Piece Season 1 Part 1 cause England don't want anime. Wait, what? What? But anyways, yep, I will see you again soon, possibly tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow, quite possibly 95% tomorrow. 明日ね、95% の確率で配信するので、よろしければそちらでお会いしましょう。それでは皆様、おやすみなさい。Good night, everybody. I'll see you again soon. Bye. Happy study.